Hi everyone, Aldbar here, and welcome to this Let's Play. Well, I didn't do this in Heroic, so it's time to do it in Epic. Vault of Night, quests 1 through 4. Sorry. Tharashk Arena. They literally sent us into arena to go pick a fight, hopefully win it, and reclaim an axe. A pretty cool quest. It's nicely story driven. Kind of get to be a gladiator.
This looks like the underground highway to Tharashk Arena. If you search for Dirge's contact, keep your guard up. The spectators may not be friendly. Kegs of potent liquor have been attached to these battering rams for easy transport. It's a marvel of hobgoblin ingenuity.
Yeah, so this particular quest is one of those quests that's ran a lot. So probably most viewers know this quest. Not sure what I can add to it. It's got to be done for favor, and so we shall. I used to fear this guy way back in the day. Ah, whatever. Why am I doing breakables? You can talk to this guy, you can fight him. Just give him 1,000 gold. You get the XP. You don't have to fight. What was that, 100 platinum? If you do the breakables and pick up all the all the coins, you'll probably make more than that. Yeah, the amount of money you make per quest is crazy. Especially as you level up, so you'll have plenty of platinum. I mean, when the game was true heroic, 1,000 gold way back in the day, when this came out, basically like 20 years ago, that was a lot of money. Well, a lot of gold. But since then, due to the scaling of game inflation, etc., well, now the new currency is platinum, no longer gold. I mean, the truth is, when I joined the game, gold was still the main currency, and then after that they changed it to, everything was changed to platinum, but that's like a holdover. Rather than putting the price in platinum, they're giving to you in gold, so sounds more impressive. 1,000. Give them the code, we'll let you through. Yeah, you want to clear these guys out as you go, because if not, they'll give you a dungeon alert, drive you crazy. Well, the story here is we're venturing into the backstage part of the arena. Basically, there's these holding rooms with the different groups of enemies who are going to be penned against each other in the arena. And we want to, well, infiltrate one of them. And for that we need a key, so here's the key. I'm recording this during the Night Revels festival, so all the champions have got that little pumpkin skull over their head. And occasionally you get the Night Revels champions who can drop special Night Revels chests with keys and chocolates. Allow you to do the event. I did all of the quests from the event at the max level just to get the XP, but unfortunately they do not give you any favors, so they are not included in this series. However, I do have a full playlist with all of the different quests from the different challenges fully explained, and there's even a farming guide, and they're all in one big location altogether. check out the playlist, My Nate Revels or Maybar event. I even added a build for a specific character to farm chocolates and keys. Well, mostly keys. Okay, so we're scooting past all of these rooms. Each one of them has got a different, you know, a different group of enemies. And we're going to end up fighting all of them. They're going to come out in waves. Basically, the arena master is going to let them out to come out and fight us. But we're going to sneak backstage by pretending that we're the trolls. Or rather, we're just going to take their cell. Open up this room. And start by exterminating all the trolls that are already in this room. Okay, cleaning out the way. There's a shrine here. In case you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Okay, let's step out. We are ready. But are they ready for us?
Promoter shouts, "We have a last-minute team for today's bloodbath, all the way from Stormreach."
This guy is a professional. He pivots very fast. Like, oh, it's not who I was expecting. Never mind.
No reason to worry. Crusher's kobolds and the Mudwallow ogres are hungry for blood, and they're joining forces against the Stormreach team.
Yeah, they're gonna double team up against us every round. Pretty buff while I'm waiting. I tend to go to for the shamans first, because these guys get on my nerves. All these prismatic orbs or whatever these things are called. Can't see what you're doing. And that guy had it coming to him. Hypnotic pattern, that's the name of this thing. Psychedelic nightmare. And this guy, of course, is going to skip town as soon as he gets too low on hit points and come back at full health. So, you're gonna have to wait through this guy's hit points twice. What are my epic destinies? Quick cutter? Okay. Man, this is a mess. I should really fix this up. There he goes. Touch of idiocy. Okay, done with him. How much is this? 5 seconds. Quick cutter 6 seconds. This is 10 seconds. I put all my attacks in the order of significance. So it's either by whatever's most important is first, and after that, whatever I feel like, whatever has the shortest cooldown. Yeah, we'll see about that. The air elementals are the ones that are annoying. By the way, this fight is different on epic and on heroic. There's no air elementals on heroic. There's also no ogre magi's on heroic. Well, the fight is easier. It's just the methods. And regular ogres. So the end fight, the final boss, is different.
Who could imagine such a disaster? So many great gladiators slaughtered in their prime.
Yeah, now we give they give us one final round with everyone together. So
From
all four teams.
Their horns are sharpened and their weapons are drawn.
For the record, we're fighting for this axe. This is the award,
Battle is on.
the Oath of Droan. It's a +10 Vorpal Great Axe with a whole bunch of things on it. I think it's +10, if not +5. Getting rid of these guys so they don't overrun me. Probably then should get rid of these air elementals. Anything that was going to knock me away and disrupt my attacks, gotta go first. Yeah, we could ignore the methods right now. Let's kill this guy. Or at least put him on his timer. Can return later. Hey. Meanwhile, it's Night Revel's treasure. Just chocolates. Come on. Thankfully, they only despawn once. You don't have to do this multiple times. Drive you crazy.
Morgan's voice is hushed. The Stormbreach team has spilled a sea of blood today, but it has not yet sailed to victory.
Yeah, there's a one locked room with the big champion.
There remains one warrior with the strength and cruelty to avenge the fallen heroes of Tharashk Arena.
Come on.
I give you the king of killers, the merciless murderer, the terror of the night, dead hurt the unbeaten.
These wolves can trip you. Not good. Okay, I said there's two bosses over here. One of them is a sidekick, and he heals the other one. He also has got a club, I think, who's got like dancing on it. So if he hits you, he can cause you to dance. Let's just get rid of him first. Focus on the boss.
Your enemies lie scattered.
Okay, got him. Good riddance.
Now is your chance to seize
We got a
the
key.
mighty axe.
Yeah, we don't have to kill this guy. He's an optional. If you do, you get some XP. As soon as we pick up the axe, the quest is over. Let's pick up the axe. Nice. Check it out. The axe. What is it? It's a +5 Flaming Burst Keen Vorpal Adamantite. Okay, starting from here, the first room was where we came out of. Second room. This used to drop seals back in the day when there was the old shard seal and scroll setup. But we did actually get the key for the tower over here. So, first room. Also, the audience is now hostile. Luckily, they don't have a proper scaling. Actually, they did. They had it fixed. Never mind. Vault keys. I think there's one other room on the other side, and that one's locked. But you can pick it. Yeah, the hit points is of all the arena goers has been adjusted. They used to be there just a bunch of pushovers with like no hit points. Never mind, we're only here for the collectible. And we're done. Let's get out. How long was this? 13 minutes. Yep. Too bad they don't let you keep that great sword, great axe. Would have been nice. Relatively speaking, I don't think it's that broken. Yeah, I don't remember if I actually did a gateway to Khyber yet. Let's see. It's supposed to be level 9. Level 9. Come on. Jungle of Khyber, no. There's Gateway to Khyber. Yeah, I've done Gateway to Khyber already. One was heroic, so I would get the XP for it, because this one doesn't have a epic version. Well, you still got to run through it. Let's say you have to run through this quest. Really, I'm doing this out of order. I really should do a whatever. Also, there's a new coffer that DDO added to the list of Patreon coffers. I don't know if I've got the mount installed. If I do, nice.
The Blackheart trolls have made their home in the shadow of these ruined walls. They seem eager to repel invaders. Could they possibly be allies of Vale?
Well, you really shouldn't be collecting this much aggro, but it's heroic. It's fine. Yeah, so basically there's 4 different places I need to go. And each one of them is going to help me in the final 2 parts. Well, on the final part. Part 5 is a raid and part 6 is a raid. So yeah, we need to get the different NPCs, each one from each quest. They'll help us. Let's get the insurance hirelings out. Just park him here. Buff and go. The one warning about this quest is you must have enough intelligence for a quest objective, and there's a lot of beholders, so those are like the 2 big things you got to remember. This quest is full of optional bosses. You can get tons of XP for it. This is used to be considered, well, still is, it's considered one of the dailies. If you're trying to level up your character, you would log in once a day and do a list of daily quests. Give tons of XP per minute. By the way, if you jump down over here, this corner, swim, a collectible. I rarely see anybody ever do this. That might have to do something with the fact that I never run this with a group, but yeah. Okay, the way you get past this door is you click this thing, then you run up against the door, so you can get through before it goes off. Because the trap mechanism is on the wrong side of the door. If you didn't do that, be sure to tumble. And Trapper bonus is really good in this quest. 30% for a quest that already gives you a whole bunch of XP. The only thing about these Scarrow clerics, Drow, Scorpion clerics, is they can debuff you, which is very annoying sometimes. You have a lot of buffs and you spend time putting them all on. There's another room where you can have an optional boss. Sometimes there's a named troll in here, who gives you a chest. Also, sometimes there's a trap here when there's a chest. This room's gonna lock behind us.
As the gate grinds open, a drow scorpion screams a command. An answering chorus of shrieks erupts from behind you.
Yeah, they're gonna all bombard me from the top. Thankfully, you can get away, you can get around this by climbing up over here and over here. I should use my long jump. My speed would be a bit better to do it without it. Get rid of these guys first. Try again. Jump up over here, about here, and made it. Yeah, a long jump makes it easier, but my point is you do not need it. You got a double jump. You can stand here, jump, and you can make it all the way to this bridge. And then you can stand right next to the inevitable as he comes out. You want to take a good screen capture. Let's see if I can do it. Made it. Nah. Never mind.
The inevitable. It stares coldly at you, perhaps calculating the threat you pose to its mission.
Ow. So if you end up over there, you're kind of out of bounds. Pretty cool. Breakables is also one of those things that's worth to do in this quest. Just because of the sheer amount of XP you get from this quest. Everything scales like really high. And yeah. Any kind of multiplier you can get on it. It's good. So how much do I get already? Let's see. Traps, 20%. Still need more. I don't remember if there is any more. Yeah, I might have gotten unlucky with the boss spawns. Pulling this chest will spawn some more scorpions. Yeah, just by walking down this hallway you get a Scarrow, but pulling the chest spawns some scorpions. Yeah, so we're looking for this vampiress called Vale. And she's trying to escape the inevitable. Or Or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, there's a pretty nasty ambush over here. They drop down through the ceiling. Probably should rebuff. Too bad there isn't a do all of my buffs button. I don't mind if it did all the animations in sequence, but I had to, if I can make like a shortcut over here, we just drop all the different buffs into it and we click it, it will just cast them all in order. I mean, that would save you a lot of clicks. It would be nice. Even if they introduce like a small half a second cooldown between spell casting, so that it would be more efficient, or rather faster if you did it by yourself, to reward players for manually clicking it. But if you were lazy, if you put it all together, it would go fast.
The inevitable has already passed this way.
This is one of the choking points of this quest. If you rush this particular part, you can die. Right over here, there's an intersection full of enemies, and there's two rooms that are full of enemies. You can bait him out and fight him slowly, but if you just rush this intersection, you're going to get bombarded. So be careful. We've got another optional boss. This one is guaranteed. There are a few that are guaranteed. They always show up, and then a whole bunch of other ones who are, well, random. Might spawn in, might not. Also, for anybody who joins this quest late, there are enemies who respawn later once you get to certain trigger points. So once you get to the final bosses at the end, the quest will repopulate with the enemies. So if you're joining very late in the group, you're suddenly going to have hallways full of enemies. I don't remember if it's like the end fight who triggers it or it's the champions who trigger it, but there's definitely after the final room, someplace next to the final room, there's a trigger who like re-summons monsters. This little hallway over here has got a collectible, so I always go pick it up. Okay, this is another one of those potential bosses. This is an optional, doesn't always spawn in. I love it when they cast and they have a 30% chance to just land on the floor for no apparent reason. Yeah, most of the collectibles in this quest are in this room. A lot of these chests drop vault keys, which are the ingredients for crafting epic versions and legendary versions of the Vault of Night quests items. The sword I'm using, not the cosmetic, but rather this sword, called the Epic Sword of Shadows, is a sword that comes from this particular chain. And yeah, it has some epic crafting on it. It was made epic. So. And for that, you need some vault keys. This greatsword in particular happens to be regarded as one of the greatest weapons in DDO. The problem is, it's kind of situational. It's not exactly true. Depending on what sources you use for your damage, it might not be the best thing at all. Either way, there's a shrine here, so if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much. The greatsword has a lot of base damage to it, but there's other weapons who've got high base damage, and more importantly, if you don't have an ability to bypass critical immunity, or I don't know, a whole bunch of zombies who've got fortification or whatever it is, so all of that extra crit damage goes to waste. Most of it does. So sometimes just like a silly weapon with elemental damage is more efficient. And here come all of these beholders. I could just focus, come down the hallway, fight them, or I can just snipe them. So what's the point of having a build who has very good range DPS, has serviceable range DPS, if I never use it? I love this one's shaped like a pumpkin because he's a champion during the night revels. Also, there's a certain range on beholders where they no longer attack you. Finally, being a Warforged, I am immune to level drain, which is kind of cheating. Most characters have to deal with this in some kind of a way. Dealing with negative levels is no joke. Yeah, so let's just clear all the beholders. Sometimes there's a named beholder over here, sometimes there's a named beholder on the other side. They're considered rare, so that means they don't always spawn in. By the way, just because you are immune to negative levels doesn't mean you can't die from instant death effects, so better have your death block or your death ward, whatever it is. This one's kind of hard to hit. Hides in a way that's kind of hard to hit him without being hit also. Yeah, but if you're having trouble with them, you can kite them down the hallway, and once you get out of range where they don't shoot you but you can shoot them, just aim at them and just use a throwing weapon or whatever it is, put it on auto attack and go take a drink, come back 5 minutes later. I've shamelessly done this many times. Yeah, we got a boss. Yeah, and for some reason I think I'm out of his range, so he's not attacking me. And I have no problem with that. It looks so goofy with the big pumpkin head. If you do the optional, you get a chest. There, vault keys. There's one beholder here, I think we're done. Yeah, hit me with telekinesis. Basically shoots you up in the air. Go put on our flaming insanity. There we go. Okay, now we're looking for 3 runes, and these require intelligence. If you look on the keyboard, I've mapped a key right next to number 1. On screen you can see it. Well, I used to use select next. You go into your menu, options, into key binding, Key mapping. And scroll down, you can find your select next. Movement. Did I pass it already? Camera. Panels. Interaction. Go. Interact. And selection. Here we go. Select next interactable. So this one. I use the key right next to the number 1. I mash it to, you see, I found a rune down there, found a rune over here, found a rune down over there. This is the highest ones, go for this first. There's the minimum intelligence requirement, which is usually not hard to meet, but sometimes you get in trouble. You might have to bring like a hireling to do it. But I don't think it's that bad. It's like 14 intelligence or something like that. I don't know. It's not crazy high. It's definitely doable. Yeah, anyways, I've been completely debuffed. Let's rebuff.
Giant mushrooms grow more sparse as you emerge from the beholder's domain.
Yeah, this particular boss is easy to miss. You need to walk on this ledge, this rock down the center of it, and hit the ledge on the side. This. Then you jump up these, and you get an optional over here. And of course is Golem's healing from my fire damage. Okay, collectibles and the chest. Let's see. No vault keys, but whatever. This guy's also, he's fixed. And not a rare, he always spawns it. And there's a geyser down there who shoots you up across this canyon in case you fall down. Yeah, that part at the beginning, that particular boss, is if you miss it, you lose it. Kind of, the only way to get back is to D-door, start over, and run through the whole quest. You can't climb back up. At least not in any kind of method that I found. Even trying to use the geyser. Also, shrine. If you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much. There's a sequence of doors over here. Every time the enemies come out, kill them, the next door opens. So if you don't want the next door to open, don't kill all the enemies. Or wait until you're in position, like over here. I'm in the room. So the next room, I won't be standing right next to it when it opens up. I think they run out into, yeah, vault keys. These are the ingredients. Yeah, they run out into the middle of the room. Well, they didn't see me, so it's fine. Okay, now we get the champions. 2 of them, if not 3 of them, sorry, if not, I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2, but at least one of them is orange named. So you can actually crowd control them. Not sure about the second one and the third one. Yep, 2 of them actually. Just regular champions, one of them is red named. If you run back far enough, the beholder will not pursue you, and you'll be safe. Be able to deal with these 2 by yourself. Yeah, so these are the 3 champions of Vale and a beholder. Again, if you don't want to mess with this guy, just stand where you're out of range. Hit your auto attack on. And now just wait. If you got a very wimpy throwing weapon, only does like 20-30 damage, you'll be standing here for a long time. He's got almost 10,000 hit points. But, you know, it's still faster than dying a whole bunch of times, getting energy drained, etc. Play smarter, not harder. And we got him.
Ahead, 3 champions of Vale's forces have
Yeah, so at some point, either now or not sure where, the quest refills with enemies. So if you're joining late,
this great hall
beware.
flanked by towering statues from a lost age. Vale chose a dramatic battleground for her last.
Hey, I found Vale.
The inevitable.
And now comes the inevitable. And this is on Epic Elite. I do not want to die. I mean, you got to get yourself your screen capture, but I am also recording the video. Conflict of interests. Yeah, he's got this big punch he does that stuns you. So far, he hasn't been able to stun me, and he's insisting on trying. I really need to get better DPS for these quests. My sentient weapon is just a cosmetic. Well, I'm using it more for the cosmetic. I want to have a big flaming character. So I've got permanent fire shield on, just because it looks cool. Not because I really need it. And he completely debuffed me. One. Yeah, 111,000 XP. What was that? 23 minutes? Yikes. Yeah, I do it as a group. 10 minutes max. Fly through it. But you get 2 tokens for it, so it's nice. On Heroic, there's no chest over here. The only chest you get is the one in the hallway over there. And we are done. Okay, Bolt of Night has 4 quests. We got 2 more to go. So we did break the sequence and go out of order, but okay. My bad. Quest number 2 is supposed to be this quest. There's a little entrance room over here, and this is where you enter the quest. This quest, once again, is full of beholders, so get ready for it.
A beautiful elf maiden sits by the fountain, lost in
Put my insurance hirelings in the corner, so they don't get attacked as soon as the boss spawns in. Okay, now we can start the quest. Here we go. Mistress Orphany. She wants us to give us 4 different items. Apparently these are all... This is inside of a dream sequence, this whole thing. Oh, first one is a beholder over here.
holder roars, hungry for slaughter and ready for a
Okay, got him. Once you kill him and his minions, you get a chest, and this is the first item. A golden locket. This particular part over here, there's a maze. Now, on Epic, the maze has 3 runes you have to open. On Heroic, you don't. See if I can make it across with the jump. Ah, yeah. Yikes. I need more speed to get around the corner over there, whatever. There's a way you can walk around the perimeter of this place. Well, we'll do it the official way. So we're gonna go through the entire maze because we need to find 3 runes. Just like this one. They're very easy to miss. They basically blend into the background. Are invisible. Yeah, on heroic it's much easier. You just speed through. I'm running to the end of each one of these hallways and looking very carefully at the wall. Sometimes like behind this chest, which is an optional by the way. And it drops a bolt key sometimes. You might find a rune. Any of these places you might find a rune, so I'm going very close. The rune's always at the end of a hallway. Should probably disable these traps. Saying if I disable them, I'll probably get some extra XP. No more runes over there, but here, collectible. Basically, you can think of this maze as divided up into 2 parts. There's the bridge, and there's everything on one side of the bridge and everything on the other side of the bridge. Hey, look, another rune. Love how the posts from the building above are just sticking through the ceiling. It's crazy. Hey. But basically, you're supposed to swim underneath this. And on that other side, swim up. Now we've started the second half of the maze. And I found all 3 runes. This particular maze really isn't that complicated. Relatively speaking, it's fine. Where's the trap axe for that? For the... Not this one. There's one underwater, I think. You can find it. Yep, we can. Yeah, by the way, it's totally possible to just stand over here and just hop your way onto the bridge. You can like skip half of the maze. I had to go there because I needed to find a second rune, well, 3rd rune, which I did. But if it was on heroic, you can just fly through here. The way is to there. Let's just see if there's another chest. Yeah, there's 2 chests in the maze, guaranteed, but the spawning location's random, so you might have to look for it. I'm all out of inventory space. Whatever. I should have sold before last quest. 2 potions of invisibility. Go. Commendations can be collected. Got 3 old spots. Great. And take the heroic deeds. My guild's got to level some way. Yeah, this character is on Cormyr. And I don't really have a lot of support on Cormyr. Got my own guild, so I'll have a guild chip. Okay, we've made it through the maze. And let's go get the second item. Yeah, he's got a fire shield on, so when you attack him, you take fire damage. Yeah, he does drop a key we need to pick up. Do that, picking up the key. And that should unlock this chest, gives us the item. There's also 4 methods, or whatever they're called, who spawn in late. So we gotta wait for them if we want the extra XP. Spawning in the 4 corners. Come on, here we go. Okay, starting from the center, it's hard to see it. Yeah, but starting from the center, there's a passageway over here, and there's a big beholder standing right over here, waiting for us. And rather than walk past him, you can stand over here and jump to the ledge. You have a double jump, you can actually make it to the top platform and even skip this fight. But we'll do the quarry fight.
Mindless chattering like 100 voices in your head. Pure evil from the plane of Maybar.
Yeah, the plane of Maybar is the Night Revels event that's going on right now. And you gotta kill every single one of these quarries for that ladder to drop. And to keep on phasing in and out. Hey, got him. And we get the ladder. There's a collectible here and an item. So the item's right in the middle. There we go. Now we gotta get back to the center. So if you can scoot your way past that platform over there, you can completely skip the beholder who's supposed to spawn over here. Hey, final section. You got this wind over here, tries to blow you off. You could jump over it. Or be patient if you don't want to risk it. If you get knocked off, you get sent into like a penalty box. You jump over here to the side. There's a shrine over there, so if you want enjoying this video, please hit like and subscribe. If you walk off to the side over here, as long as you don't step on the main platform over there, we can avoid spawning. Right behind us, on the ledge over here, a beholder spawns. But we never stepped there, so we've completely skipped his spawning. So we've only had to face one beholder, the one who gives you the object. All things considered, not bad. Here we got a bunch of arcane oozes. It is possible to skip them by running quickly to the ladder. It's very hard to do, but it won't help you. Because even if you do it, you still have to kill them. Seems to be, well, it says it's an optional, so I don't know. But I vaguely remember it being a quest requirement, even though it says optional. Like, you're not supposed to skip them. You break the quest. Make sure you've got yourself an ooze weapon. I'm using the one from White Plume Mountain, the Soul Eater. I think it's made out of crystal. There's that one that comes from Inspired Quarter. Has nightmares on it, or whatever it is. Like, I guess I can use that one. One last ooze always comes in late. There we go. Yeah, this is particularly hard to see where you're going over here. There's like a little walkway, a step, and down to another step. And over here you've got these 3 X's.
Send you
The X's is, well, they mark the spot. You stand over here, you're safe. It's between the jets. You can just run. And final item. Wooden dagger. And now we're going back to the start. On heroic, you just fight Mistress Orphany, but on epic, you gotta fight a whole bunch of minions. But I do believe once you kill Mistress Orphany, all the minions despawn, so you might not have to bother with them.
materializes before you, seething with rage and inner turmoil.
23,000 hit points. Let's go. I'm just focusing my DPS on Mistress Orphany. If I can get her down, I think I can win. There we go. 1. More Volt Keys, a token. There is a second optional chest over here. It is trapped. You might want to stand in the corner and get hit only by 1 blade trap. Or more importantly, probably you should get yourself a heavy or tower shield and just hold it. You'll get double the bonus for PRR and MRR versus the trap. And that's it, we're done. What was this, 12 minutes? Not bad. And then we still got the 4th and final quest. Haywire's Foundry. Okay, let's get out of here. Talk to the elf outside who gave us the quest. Take more commendations. And hey, he's gonna send us to the final quest. We really should sell and repair so we have room in our inventory. All right. Taking into consideration that I might have to level up after this, so I don't remember what feats I'm supposed to take. Hey, here we go. It's right next to the House Kundrak Tavern. Which reminds me, I should probably sell and repair just to get room in my inventory. Yeah, this is a paladin-specific weapon that comes from the raid. What's it called? Not Hound of Zora, the other one. Vision of Destruction. And it gets buffs depending on how many levels of paladin you have. I'm just looking for items who've got 2 slots in them so I can use them for crafting. All the rest, don't care about. Water breathing for a Warforged. Neutralize poison. Fine, we can keep that. Truth is that if I ever need it, I'm going to forget I have it. Well, whatever. The intention's important also. Okay. Haywire's Foundry. 2. So again, always make sure you've got your insurance hirelings out, buff as we go. Okay, we've got to kill the elementals to start this quest. Well, I don't know if you have to. They're an optional, whatever. 3 elementals. And this opens up our way. Gotta make sure you got yourself a screen capture for later. Come on, give me both of them at the same time. Come on, what's up with this? There we go. Got your lever over here. This opens up the gate. This is a one-way gate, so there's a lockout. You get stuck on the wrong side, you ain't getting in.
The gate crashes shut. Haywire spared no expense in keeping his secrets.
Yeah, if you are afraid of getting locked out, you might want to put like a hireling over here, just in case things go south. But this gate's going to lock behind you.
RC2 stops abruptly and rocks back and forth in a daze. It's quite obvious something is wrong.
Come on.
You spy a slimy leech-like.
You got 14 hit points.
From under RC2's body, and you hear someone clearing his throat. The sound appears to be coming from the stone face.
Okay, so Haywire over here is controlling this factory. He's got these speaking stones, so talk to him first. We got left and right. We've got to pull 2 levers that will open up these gates. So let's go do that. Yeah, this stairway is a walkway. It's heavily trapped. I wonder if I can get all the traps. I dodged that one. I vaguely remember one being behind over here. Nope. I can keep on tumbling through every one of these passageways. For the 1 second you tumble, you have like 95% dodge. There's a trap who spawns in here only after you complete the objective of pulling the switch. It'll spawn in like something over here will be the trap box. It like only spawns on the way back. You can break these or pick these. Smash them. Quickly get this lever. This opens up the way to the shrine. You're supposed to walk your way through this factory, but actually you can shortcut through the shrine room and end up, well, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, thank you. You can shortcut through here and end up underneath the stairs, right in the next room. And get ready to fight. Yeah, dancing ball. And bark skin. It's a rare spell to see. Used to be a great spell, but now that you can get natural armor so easily on augment and on items, it basically does nothing, so. Only at very low levels, maybe. It's kind of being phased out of the game. Used to be that bark skin potions were like all the rage. Now they're like basically useless. They don't scale nearly as high as you need them for them to be effective. Hey, here's our first lever. This is the entire wing is for this lever.
A freak power surge shorts out the storage area's energy barriers.
Yeah, now everything's awake. It's all gonna attack me. Nice. Oh yeah, yeah. Collectible over here. Got it. Let's go. I like standing about here because if I do mess up, I can always jump down to the shrine. Because of course I made sure to open up the way. Getting danced. I'll survive. Yeah, I've got permanent shield, so I don't have to worry about their magic missile. And yeah, once again, shortcut through this room. Get out. I know there's a collectible in that part of the room. I'm not going to do all of that just to fight with a whole bunch of monsters. Okay, let's disable the new trap. I know it's here. And got it. You can walk back down, or you can actually just shortcut through this, standing right at the corner. And you can drop all the way through. Okay, side number 2. Okay, first gate's open. Gotta get the second gate. Stick to the right over here. Yeah, I just want to show what it looks like. Let's see how much XP I already have. Traps, 10%, that's all. Upcoming is one of the most frustrating traps to fall into. This over here is a trap.
Your clothing and armor, you can feel the floor grow warmer.
Yes, I knew exactly where the pipe was, but even so, I didn't want to take a risk. Yeah, if you fall down, just make sure you keep on walking straight, so at least you'll land on one of these ridges. You'll have to climb back up. If you fall all the way down, boy, you're in for one long climb. Yes, there is a chest down there. Please don't go down there just for the chest. You gotta see what it looks like. In my solo walkthrough and guide of this quest, I showed off. I do believe the recording volume on that quest is terrible. Something got screwed up with the audio. So, I'm apologizing in advance, but I don't have any other solo walkthrough and guide. But I guess now this one's kind of replacing it. But I'm still not jumping down that hole, sorry. Okay. This room, once again, the first thing I do is I make a beeline for this switch so I can open up the shrine. That's it. Now I can get back into the shrine room. It was between these two sections.
The overseer bellows.
We run the Foundry now.
This is RC1. I think RC2 was the guy who opened up the gate for us at the beginning. He's dead already. Okay, there's a big trapped walkway over here. You gotta walk up to get to a switch at the end. And basically, all of the traps are valves that you have to walk first through the trap and then disable by pulling the valve.
You spy a slimy
There is one trap though at the beginning. I think it's underneath over here. Yeah, there's a spike trap right at the beginning of the ramp. So basically, you walk up this spike trap. Let's see if I can do the jump. If I can do the shortcut. Be nice. So this big group of crates all the way on the right. There's a pipe over here. Stand on it. And stand on the right of it so you don't hit your head over here. Jump off. See? Nope. Okay, made the first jump. Second jump. Then you gotta jump again. Off to the side so you don't hit your head on the pipe. They can make the final jump. Yep. And this basically shortcuts your way all the way to the top. Now you can backtrack and pull all these levers who like turn off the fire. The collectible over here sometimes drops a oh. I'll show you the other way to get up. The other way, the official way to get up is you start from this ramp at the bottom. You walk up. If you walk up the entire ramp, you have to walk through all these fires, but you can just climb up on the cartons over here. This discolored part, colorated pipe. Walk across it. And that's it. You made it up to the high part of the ramp. You should always break this breakable. Sometimes there's a, I think it's called a Blood Rage Symbiont or something. I don't know. Well, there's some kind of item over there, which is a Rage Clicky. It's bound to character. But yeah, you might want it. Once again, you better have a shield for this part if you don't want to get smashed by this trap. There's two traps here, actually. One over here and one actually out on the ledge. And that's it. Second lever. Second room. And the reason I did the other room first is so I can shortcut my way through here. Past the shrine. And once again, just take a left over here, and now we can get back to the center as fast as possible. And drop back down the hole. And now the way is open. A whole bunch of casters down these hallways. I always go left. I'm not sure why, but whatever. Jump up over here. This collectible. Okay. This final room, there's a secret door and two traps. You don't have a way to get past traps like a shield. It might not be worth trying to go into this room. Not careful, you can just die to those traps. But I want the trapper's bonus. And traps 30%. See, traps disabled 10. 30% bonus to traps. Also, shrine once again. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. I need to get to 2,000 subscribers. Come on. Hey, this is the second speaking stone. And once again, I'm going to stand a hireling over here. Just in case. For the record, this particular encounter, that means these iron golems, are only here on Epic. Okay, this particular puzzle can be very confusing, but it's actually very simple. If you look inside, on the back of each pillar is this little icon, which I call the elephant. So you got to just set these wheels to that elephant. Problem is, these wheels are locked. To move these wheels, you first have to solve them. Above each wheel is a shape. This one has got an H. And the two adjacent wheels have to be set to whatever is above this, so I can move it. So if I move these two wheels to H, okay, this one's H. Oh, right, oozes. You're gonna get spammed with oozes. And this one moved to H. Now this is unlocked, and now we can move this one to what I called elephant. There you go. It's on the inside of each one of these pillars is the same icon. They're all the same. Okay, and this one has got the hands above it, so do the little hands. And now we can move this to the elephant. I don't know why I call it the elephant, whatever. That's what it looks like to me. That's its name. Okay, two of them. And this one is going to be the spike. That little spiky thingy. Final. So as you do this, it also despawns all of the oozes. Yourself the gold key.
Master control room key, just where Haywire said it would be. A turn of the key, iron golem guards the Foundry controls, like a massive flock of beasts.
He's got two flankies who come out of the closet to attack you. But if the fight goes on a certain amount of time, they come out. But if you go very fast, they don't show up. They never spawn in. I feel like those two had their hit points adjusted to heroic, not to epic. We get another key. Okay, and now we got a rush. Once we pull this lever, we're setting up the self-destruct, and you got to climb your way out. You want to have a good amount of jump. If not, climbing here is going to be nearly impossible, if not totally impossible. Jump over here to the top of the stairs. You cannot disable these traps, unfortunately, but luckily we don't need to. We already have our 30%, so I guess, you know what, it's fortunately that we don't need to. That would have been one pain, but it's nice to avoid. Yeah, but killing the Iron Defenders does give you a bit of XP. And I mean a bit. Well, 6,000 XP is not bad. Yeah, you get 5 minutes, but it's plenty of time. I've never ran out of time in here.
I know you're running for your life, but this is important. Keep your ears perked for further instructions as you Haywire continually. There's a blast door up ahead. Keep running until you reach.
Basically, once you get through this part, a timer is gonna go off and this door is gonna lock. And basically anybody inside of this area is gonna die. It's a scripted death. From this point until the end, there's a big blast of fire who comes out, and the blast of fire is... You can save against it with a reflex save. But if you got evasion, you can actually avoid it. Not that I'm going to test that. And now I've just got to wait for the bridge. Be very careful not to fall over here. They've actually added a ladder to this section. But for years, if you fell down, that was it. Yeah, so that big blast of flame who comes out, you can actually save against it. There's always that one guy in the party who likes to show off his reflex save, who stands there and takes the blast as if it's nothing. Well, if it isn't anything, it isn't. I'm still paranoid to stand on this bridge. Yeah, but they added a ladder right over here. It goes all the way down. Well, you can enter. Or rather, re-enter. Okay, and we talk to Haywire. Once you pick up this lightning rod, quest is over.
Elemental energy course through your hands. A spellcaster might be able to channel this power.
Here we go. There are these like switches over here who supposedly Haywire uses to control the different sections, but whatever. Jump down over here to the left. There's one last collectible. Got it. That's it. We're done. Oh, turn in the quest. I should probably take a level. Returning this quest is a bit out of the way. Oh well, it is what it is. There we go, done. Now we level up. Go to the ship. Okay, level 25. That's next epic level. What do we want to take? I think I was going to take toughness, and then epic toughness, etc. Yeah. It's toughness and then epic toughness. I think legendary toughness stand. I've got a whole bunch of legendary raids I want to solo. And for that, well, you need a lot of PRR and a lot of hit points. There we go. Well, as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.